This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports Chaco. We're delighted to be joined once again by probably the man of the moment in Belfast, Ruadhan Farrell. How are you, mate?
I'm all good, mate. How's you?
Apart from suffering from COVID and being housebound, I'm not too bad. Um, it's I guess it's been a fairy tale start to 2022 for you. We obviously last interviewed you after you made your debut back in March. I'll say it's probably true what they say. It's you wait long enough for a bus and two come at once. You're now 3-0 within 4 months of being a pro, and I'm sure you're loving every moment of it.
And I'm enjoying it and I'm learning too. That's the main thing. If it wasn't for Mark Dunlap, I'd probably be still in the same position I was in last year with no fight. So it's all down to Mark, as it says. So I'm very grateful. I'm hoping that maybe, I said at the start of the year, I want to finish the year off with 5 fights, and I think that really is going to happen. I've been very active this year, so I'm very grateful. It's been a mad year.
And I guess obviously when you look back to 2018, and obviously you should be making your debut in the Devon Nation, and 4 or 5 fights cancelled. I think you're initially supposed to make your debut in Castlebar. I think remember down south.
7th of December, I'm near sure that was,
And I think that's quite a long time away, and they think probably in 2022 you're probably just thinking, is this going to be the year I finally get my debut? You're now 3-0, and obviously you're about to live probably near a fairy tale and sort of fighting in the SSE in 5 weeks' time.
It's going to be mad going to watch Ryan Burnett twice lift his first world title in unified division, and then now getting the fight there. It's like right at the doorstep of my house, so it's incredible. Like sometimes you have to pinch yourself and say to me, "Is this really happening?" It's going to be on like such a great card.
And like it's not just that sort of your last 2 fights have been with stoppage as well. Look, Fash the first end of the first round, and obviously you picked up a second round stoppage in Estonia. It's probably true what they say. Obviously, once you gather a bit of confidence, it's because I remember speaking to you obviously before your debut, and you were a bag of nerves. Is it sort of now the nerves started to go, and we're probably now seeing the old Ruadhan Farrell starting to come out a bit?
I'd be nervous as hell. Not Estonia, like, because you're in the away corner and you're out in the arsehole and over. Like the nerves I got is mental. I think it comes with boxing. Everyone gets nervous no matter what. And I think it makes, sometimes when I get nervous, it makes me perform better for some reason. I don't know why. So the nerves will be there. Like, and I'm thinking gradually, I don't know what way to say it. It's mad what way to put it. I'm learning, and that's it, really.
Is it sort of when you look, I guess when you look back on it now, and obviously 4 or 5 cancelled fights, obviously another one probably high profile here in Paddy McCrory, obviously quite a few cancelled fights. Is it probably fair to say that probably the cancelled fights have made you a stronger fighter now, than it's made you more bulletproof, in the fact that no matter what's getting thrown at you now, you've been through it, you've done some of this, and you're just prepared a lot more mentally now, for the task at hand?
I think everything happens for a reason. Like they were probably all cancelled tonight, 2022, and I'm busy and I've ever been. So, and if I get another fight cancelled, I'll be prepared for it. I'll just stay in the gym and I'll stay ready, and then hopefully Mark Dunlap will get me another fight. So I think everything's prepared me now. So if a fight gets cancelled, I'll be more ready just to take it in the chin and move on to the next one.
And sort of when we seen Estonia, and obviously he's stepping up the 6 rounds, I guess probably, ideas start going, maybe potentially there could be a Celtic title fight in the off. And I guess at that stage you were just like seeing a fight and you're happy to go. But obviously it's been announced, I know you were at the show on Saturday night, but obviously you're going to be fighting obviously your stablemate, Colm Murphy, on the 6th of August in the SSE Arena. Like, I'm sure you still can't even put on the words now.
It doesn't get any bigger than this and better. Like, we're very respectful of each other and having a bad word to say about him. We'll be at the head each other and we'll sit out there and shake hands and have a pint. I'm not one bad word to say about Colm. I just hope he has a good camp. I have a good camp and we get the fight. It's a 50-50 fight. Anyone can win. So I'm going to train very hard and I'm going to go and try and this fight, if I win, it will change my life forever. Like, easy, 100%.
Like, and I know obviously he's a box a couple of times as an amateur before, and obviously Colm I think come out on top both times. Is that sort of a fuel to the fire now and sort of preparing you for this?
Because I don't want to lose so early on in my career. He's had 4 fights, I've had 3, so That's making me work harder in the gym and saying, I want this. Who wants it more? He's beat me twice. I want to get revenge. No better place to win a title in the SSE arena. It's going to be amazing if I win.
And I guess, you know, it's like I was actually surprised. Obviously, I knew the fight was made obviously before Colm's fight, and you were sitting behind me, watching Colm's fight, and like I'm not sure obviously if you were looking at it in terms of looking for weaknesses, but I could only be impressed with Colm Murphy on Saturday night. I thought it was probably his best performance to date. You've got to see him a few times now in action. Did it sort of make it easier watching him, knowing you're going to be fighting him, or was it just sort of no head clashes, no injuries? Were you just sort of keeping your fingers crossed you can stay okay?
There's no injuries, no cuts, because the last thing is you want the fight getting cancelled and then getting put off somewhere else, because it's both for us. Dreams come true. Let's battle it out. So it was really down supporting him too. Hopefully he wins and he gets a job done, and then we go ahead in the 6th of August. So he did box well. So be good to see what the 6th of August brings for us.
And what did you think of the whole card in general on Saturday night?
It was good card, good atmosphere. It was good to see Graham McCormick win his Celtic title. So it was too. So no one deserves it better. So it was a good card.
I guess it was obviously hard to be there and sort of not tell people in advance before the fight come out, sort of, and going.
I was talking to someone beside me, and like he goes, "Oh, I already know." And they're like, people are telling me not to say nothing, and then someone else said to me, and I'm like, I was told to keep my mouth shut, and more people know more about it than I do. You're like, what the hell?
You're sort of just having to sort of keep the lip tight and go, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I'm not sure.
Mark Dunlap was saying to me, keep your mouth shut, and then people are coming to me saying, "Oh, you're mouth for the Celtic title," and you're like, Jesus Christ, what's going on here?
I guess it's boxing. Sometimes the more times you're told to keep quiet, the more it seems to come out the other way.
It always gets out somewhere, like
it does. I'd probably say I'd applaud to both these first and foremost, because these are both very young. He's probably could have took a few more learning fights, before jumping in. But I guess when you get an opportunity to fight in a Michael Conlan undercard, you don't even need 2 seconds probably to say yes to it.
I just said, once I got the offer, I said, yes, let's go, 100%. We could have waited till we're about 10 fights in, and it could have been a bigger fight, but why fight then? And we can fight now, and then it'll be a win, lose, or draw for any of us. It's going to be a learning fight. I'm probably after this fight going to jump down the bantamweight, and he's probably going to jump up the super featherweight, and we're going to go down different roads. So it's going to be a good learning fight, win, lose, or draw for both of us.
And obviously, I'm not, as I sort of cleared this with you before we started the interview, but obviously, there's been people obviously saying it's a mismatch, and Colm Murphy, obviously, it should be an easy win and all for Colm Murphy. I obviously just wanted to dispel that fact, because, at the end of the day, you're a young fighter, he's a young fighter. I would probably say first and foremost, it's probably who's going to handle the nerves. Probably the better of the two he's going into the fight, because, I'm not sure what time of the night he's going to be fighting at. If he's on the TV card and things like that, he's never been prepared for fighting live on TV and things. And whoever prepares their nerves better for going to the ring probably will stand a better chance probably of winning, regardless of ability. But obviously, I just wanted to dispel the fact that people are saying it's a mismatch, because at the end of the day, in boxing, anything can happen. Colm Murphy could be the favourite, but that doesn't obviously rule out the fact that you're not going to stop. Probably maybe more so the fact that the more people you hear saying that you've no chance of winning, probably is going to spur you on even more.
Makes you work harder in the gym as well. It gives you that extra frame in the gym. People saying, "Oh, he's going to get stopped, he's going to get knocked out." But at the end of the day, one punch from any of us can change a whole fight. So it just makes me afraid. Now, hopefully, I am the underdog. I'd say Colm Murphy's favourite. He's had tougher fights, and he's had one more. So at the end of the day, it's boxer faces puncher, and the best man wins the night. It's just people saying, "Oh, he's going to get slapped. This is a mismatch. It's going to be over early." That's what I want to hear. Makes me work hard in the gym, and it'll make when I win, it's going to make a victory more sweeter.
And what obviously makes you confident, obviously, of victory? Is it just the fact that you're just going to leave nothing to chance, and obviously you're just going to put so much work in? There's obviously the experience of obviously having John Breen in the corner obviously count within there as well. What makes you so confident you'll be victorious?
Just because I work hard. I mean, I'm up every morning, no matter what, and I'm out running, and then I'm in the gym. There's days are now I'm training 3 times a day. I want it more. I deserve his chance. I mean, Colm Murphy might deserve it more, but I feel like deep down, I deserve his chance, and I'm going to grab it the opportunity with both hands, and I'm going to win.
And obviously not looking too far ahead, but sort of, you know, a win in this card could probably do massive things for you. I guess you don't want to put one foot in front of the other too quickly, but obviously it'll give you a chance to probably get some more big nights. You know, there's going to be more big fight nights. I think Mark's another show potentially in for September, depending on how the result goes. You go back on there, but obviously, what will obviously victory on the August 6th do for your career?
A win would open massive doors. If I win on the 6th of August, I want the Irish title next, and then if I win the Irish title, there will be massive nights for me. But mainly, I'm focusing on 6th of August. There's no other fight I'm focusing on at the minute. I just want to get one fight at a time.
And obviously, for you know, I know that you aren't getting the physical tickets for the show, so I guess in some ways it probably helps with the training. For obviously any of your fans that sort of don't know how they can get tickets yet, you obviously want to make them aware that by following the link you put up on social media gets commission for you for them tickets.
Yeah, it's just hopefully all my fans be able to get tickets and they don't leave it last minute. Would have been good to get tickets and sort everyone out, but at the end of the day, it's less stressful for me. I can focus on my fight. It's far better with not having tickets, but just hopefully everyone gets it for the link and be able to watch me fight. So fingers crossed it all goes well.
And obviously 10 fights now announced in the card. Obviously Michael Conlon main event against Moraga. Tyrone McKenna been announced today against Chris Jenkins. I can sort of see your head going here. Paddy McCrory obviously defended his WBC belt. You've obviously, you know, the card stacked from top to bottom. I know every time we're obviously putting a fight up, you're sharing it straight away, and you're probably thinking to yourself, "There's another fighter I'm sharing a card with that I've sort of watched and everything else."
Even getting to watch these live, after my fight, it's I'll be able to learn so much from these other fights too. So I'll just be sitting watching. My eyes will be glued to every fight after me. So it's mental. I keep saying to my man, "Is this really, really happening to me now? So early on." So that's why I'm not turned down the fight. So let's go. It's just it's a mental card. Even on Michael Conlon headline it, Jesus.
And obviously having to prepare for a press conference, stuff like that in fight week.
Stuff.
And you can potentially be worldwide, and obviously ESPN Plus and things like that as well. It's probably testament to you, really. Obviously, you kept going through so much heartache in the sport that you're now getting your just rewards and obviously getting these big nights.
100%. Even as you said, that press conferences and all that stuff, it's gonna be good for me and Colm. You know what I mean? It's gonna get our names even out there more. We're like two young lads growing a set of balls and fighting each other so early on in their careers. You know what I mean? And then getting people watching this in America, ESPN. Hopefully we do be on TV because it's going to be an amazing opportunity. Like I can't even speak about it. You know, it's mental being fighting in the SSE arena on TV. Hopefully, it's mental.
It's crazy, and I guess obviously for sponsors you've had already so far supporting your career, obviously it's reward for them for obviously putting up, you know, and keeping you going from fight to fight. But obviously if you get space for the new sponsors for this upcoming fight.
I have a couple of spaces, but at the minute I don't really want to take on because I want to just have the sponsors I have at the minute because I've a couple here and then I've two in England. Two in England are good to me. The one up the road, way west, you call them, they're unbelievable too. So I have amazing sponsors. I finally got one on a weekly basis. It helps me out. It means I don't have to work anymore. I can just focus on the fight. So it makes it a little bit easier for me. Not having to go and do a day's graft and come home and go to a gym. The body be tired. So I can just focus on the fight. Frankly, from the sponsors, sorting me out.
And I guess obviously that plays a pivotal role in the fact that you can just focus solely on training and keeping yourself prepared so that you can put in your best performance on the night.
100%. Because that debut, I was working 5 days a week, and sometimes I won't get out at 5 o'clock, and I was going to the gym. And then the time you get home from the gym, all you want to do is sleep. You're not spending enough time with the missus, the family. You're took away from everything, and that's what boxing is about. Sometimes you have to be away from family, but there's no point going out and do a day's graft, murdering yourself, and then going to do training. It's mental. So frankly, I can just be able to train now and not have to work ever again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it stays like that.
Definitely, it'd be definitely nice. But look, obviously, well, thank you obviously once again for coming on and having a chat with us.
Thank you for having me on.
I'm sure these next 5 weeks are going to fly in. Like 5 weigh today, it's weigh-in day, you know, and obviously then you can get back to eating proper food again. But but obviously I'm sure we'll catch up in fight week.
Yes.
And see how things are then.
Thank you very much, mate. It's a pleasure speaking to you. Wish you all the best, and hopefully you get over that COVID soon.
Cheers, Rudy. Take care.
No worries, mate. See you later.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Bye bye, mate.
Bye.
Bye.